Okay, so now that we have analyzed the way that it's working, as we said, with one person and then with the data of this person finding another person and all of that, as you can understand, I'm not bored of saying all of that because it's part of my daily process of teaching people or explaining to customers and stuff how Facebook optimization actually works. We're going to talk a little bit about the formation of hot pockets because this is going to help us jump to the next topic, which is going to be the crazy method, and start teaching you about different methods and how we use it and all of that. So in one or two videos, the true action with all of the strategies actually starts. So what is a hot pocket? So think of it like this. I have an example which I really like to use because it's a personal example actually. So right now I'm a father of an adorable girl which is 8 months years old, almost 9. Before that, I didn't have any children. So basically, I was just the person that I didn't care about. I wasn't in the niche of parents. So I bought at some point for my niece one dress, if I'm right. And basically at this point, I bought a dress, and then I was thinking the next day, because this is how I think as a marketeer, what if I was the first person in this sales over there? I would actually fuck up the advertiser because he was going to create a hot pocket of people, since we are similar people over here, that it was going to start from a person which is just an angle that has a niche, which is buying something, but he's never going to buy again. Just a very bad hot pocket over here, okay, of people which are similar to each other and they're not going to convert. But what if it was a mother that bought the dress for the daughter, and then another mother, very good hot pocket of, or what about an older grandparent or grandmother that is actually buying something? The randomness of the initial result is actually making the hot pocket. And this is how we are analyzing, and you are going to see later on the daily loop theory, the crazy method and stuff, how we try to target different hot pockets while selling the same product. You can sell one product with many different ways. You can have, for example, you will see this example again later, but let's say that you have, for example, one car, okay? You're not going to see this example later. Later, I think I'm using the example of lunch boxes, which I really love also. You have seen it also on YouTube. So we have the example of a car. You can buy a car which is going to be just a car which is going to be for men, for example, which is going to push the lifestyle, the fact that they can find women and all of that. You can buy from the perspective of a woman that maybe they like it because of how it looks outside. You can buy it from the perspective of other people that they will look the horsepower and all the different, stats that the car might have and how good it is. And you can find it from the perspective of older people, for example, that they would need luggage place, for example, and all of that. So all of these are different angles that you can convince people to buy. And in the next chapters, we're going to focus a lot into the different hot pockets and how they're influencing our results and how they help us scale, especially scale. Because if you're just selling an item from one perspective all the time, basically what is going to happen is that eventually it's going to, stop your growth and your scaling. So you need to find other aspects also to create different hot pockets. Now, a little bit about the hot pockets, the randomness of the initial result. Let's say, for example, that you are this person, that you're looking like this person, this person, this person, this person. So based on the first sale that we're going to have here, it's going to try to find similar people. Now, this might be strong hot pocket or a bad hot pocket or a good hot pocket or a scalable hot pocket. All of this is going to depend on how it's going to work. We have women over here, it's going to form a women hot pocket. We have older people, it's going to form a hot pocket of older people. Not so convenient because eventually at some point, I guess, this is going to happen. But anyway, this is the best audience, I love it to sell to these people because they don't even understand that you are actually running ads to them. And the older people, the 50 plus, it's an amazing audience that we see mostly on Facebook. So hot pocket is when we are creating something based on the angle. That's why a lot of times you're going to hear that our creative is also targeting. So it's not only about the targeting that we do have from our lookalikes, from our interests, or even broad targeting, but it's also the targeting from the creative. Because if somebody is watching a video, and let's say that this video it's just some parents, okay, in a video, and there's an autistic child inside, okay? So the people that they're going to watch the video, the moment they will understand that it's an autistic child, most likely they're going to close it. But the parents that they have an autistic child, they're going to still watch the video, and they would like to see what is this all about. So the video is making people to interact more to it, and actually with the engagement, then we are having sales, then we are having hot pockets. And with your video, if it's triggering specific things, for example, if I'm going to post one print screen of 20 ROAS, it's going to trigger people that they know what is ROAS, so people about Facebook ads. So my targeting is also my creative, because the people that are going to see it and they're going to click on it or interact with it, there are people that they do understand Facebook ads. So the randomness of the initial result is going to help you create these hot pockets. And in the crazy method video, I'm going to show you why I have created the crazy method because of that. But this is what I want you to understand for now, that based on who is going to buy first, we're going to form a hot pocket. And this is why we need to try to have different angles, different creatives, and different ways of pain points and all of that, in order to try to create different hot pockets so that we can have better sales, so that we can try to find the best hot pockets for our items, and so that we can scale as much as we can.